What's up guys? I am going to be showing you what it's like to change the tires on the V8 935. We've got the Goodyears here, the fronts, the big old rears. These are a 28.5 14.5 by 18, which is a massive tire. So the fronts are 23.5 by 10.5, 16 Goodyear Eagles. They're fairly soft compound. I put my thumbnail in them, super easy. But we've got the center lock adapters from Image Wheels in the UK. I want to show you how good those work. We've got right here, I've got to use this big torque wrench because we actually torque these to 400 foot-pounds. You can see the size comparison to the floor jack. And then we've got the 90mm socket here, which is also massive. So we're gonna go ahead and get the back of the car jacked up because I don't have the air jacks from YSR installed yet. That's gonna be more of a this fall or winter project when I get the transaxle here, which is taking forever. It's supposed to ship out potentially next week. We'll see about that. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually loosen the wheels before we jack the car up. I marked on here which direction to turn the nut. It is pretty well common sense with the way the wheel's rotating. However, I don't want to be confusing myself when I'm trying to loosen them. I gotta find some padding to throw down on the wheel so we don't wreck it. So the socket and the extension weighs almost, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds. And just in case I happen to drop it in my wheel, I'm gonna put something in there to keep it safe because I don't have anybody here right now to help me. Just cram some foam in there. So now that that's loose, I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up a little bit and then we will pull it all the way off. I've actually got anti-seize on the threads, which helps keep the nut from turning very easily. When it's totally clean, you can spin these things off in seconds. But I guess if I was using a big impact, I could do that regardless. But I'm never in a hurry because I don't ever get to do anything with the car that matters. So the other three wheels are the same thing. The other side is opposite threads. I'm gonna go ahead and get those off and then we're gonna take these to the tire machine. Well, while I'm waiting for my wife to get here to hold the brakes so I can take off the front wheels, we'll go ahead and let the air out of the rears and go ahead and get them dismounted. I kind of just work these a little bit at a time because they're very tight on there, but I mean, you can see that. Okay, now that the tire's off the feed, I'm gonna go ahead and soap it all up just to make actually pulling it all the way off the wheel a lot easier. Helps lower the risk of damaging something. The tires are expensive, the wheels are expensive. I really don't want to hurt anything, especially not when I'm leaving tomorrow for an event. It'll be pretty crappy. So here we push the lever down here and it'll lock all these into the wheel. I do have plastic feet for that I would typically use, but this locks it way more solid without those. We've got the plastic head on here to keep from damaging the lip of the wheel. Lock that in, that guy, and then we're going to use a big tire spoon here to bring the tire over. Got to make sure the tire goes down inside the wheel on this end. And from here we just turn it. Bring it off the front, and then we're going to actually slide this down. To get the inner bead over the top of the wheel. See it way down there. I am not tall enough to do this. Shit. So we got the tool coming in right here. We're looking good. We're just gonna go ahead and run this the rest of the way. I gotta try and get my hand on the tool so it doesn't fall down there and hit my wheel. Maybe I can take the tool out of there and just push up really hard on the tire to get it off. There we go. We actually modified the tire machine. You can see where we welded it right there. We had to shorten that to make it high enough up to even get these in there at all. But they're just really hard to fit. These wheels are 15 inches wide. The tires are, you know, 14.5. So now we're just kind of all in a bind here. A little bit of a pain, but I can get it out. Okay, since the tire doesn't hardly fit in there when we're taking it off, we're actually going to put the first half of the tire on the wheel while it's on the floor. Now that I got my wonderful helper here. She also held the brakes while I loosened the front lug nuts. How did you feel about that? Yeah. Good. Okay, that's good. Which side of the tire do you like? That one's perfect. Yeah. Okay. So well, I guess it doesn't matter. Go ahead and soap her up. Okay, so we'll swing, get the tire. Actually, we want to rotate it. We don't want the valve stem on this side because when we're pushing the tire down here to give us slack, we're going to start with it over here. You'll see it here in a second. I think. Maybe we want to start with it a little bit. Okay. We put the tire iron clear down under that lip so we don't risk damaging the important one. I know it sounds aggressive, but it's not as bad as it seems. Okay, now that we're like that, basically we're gonna commit here. We're gonna pull the tire down. That's why we don't want the valve stem right here, because the tire's gonna be right where the valve stem would be. And we're just gonna hold the pedal down and see this through.
too bad.
Your arms are muscular. Okay. Get it going far enough. Okay. Here's where we're gonna go. Well, that one was easy. I'm gonna go ahead and air the last 3 tires up, then we're gonna go rinse them off with the hose, get them clean, put them back on the car. Okay, so we've got the wheel up here on the tire balancer. First thing we're gonna do, throw this up, run it in here. Gives us this measurement. We times that by 10. We're at 90. The next measurement here is the rim width, which is a 15. We go here, it's 18 diameter. So it says we're off a 1/4 of an ounce off. So we rotate it until all the lights right here light up. And that's basically saying the 12 o'clock position here needs a 1/4 of an ounce. And we'll spin it again right now to double check that, to make sure it's good. Zeroed out now. That means the tire's balanced, and we're gonna go ahead and get that on the car. Okay, we've got all the tires balanced. We're gonna go ahead and get them back on the car right now. Okay, we got the big torque wrench. We're gonna put it on there. I got help holding the socket on the wheel so I don't drop it in the wheel. We torque these to 400 foot-pounds. Thank you. If you guys like this video, hit that subscribe button, maybe like it, comment what you want to see next. I'm trying to just be real, show the car and my whole experience with it and what I got to do to get ready for events or just the upgrades along the way.